And welcome to Black Hills Energy Stadium in beautiful Spearfish, South Dakota for some more Sasquatch baseball here on this absolutely gorgeous Wednesday afternoon. I'm Sean Massa, bringing you all the action right into the comfort of your homes as if you were here with us in person at Black Hills Energy Stadium. It's the Sockeyes visiting the Sasquatch here. The Sockeyes won game one earlier in the week in a hefty 17-11 victory. Really never in doubt despite that 6-run score. You might think a little closer, maybe they ran away at the end. No, it was 12 total runs in the third and the fourth inning respectively, and that was all she wrote. Could not play catch up enough, and the Sasquatch dropped that one. But now they get a chance. They got technically the day off yesterday. The arms got a little bit of a rest. We'll see if that helps the pitching staff. A home run derby yesterday took place here at the ballpark. Instead of a game, a giant rainout, hail, rain absolutely depleted this ballpark, unable to get a game in safely and timely. But we had a home run derby in front of a nice crowd here, and Shan Yoon won that derby. It was an absolutely unreal event. If you missed it, it's on our YouTube channel. You can go watch it back. It was fun, it was funny, and it was all in all a great time. But now we go back to some true baseball with the Sockeyes and the Sasquatch playing 2 7-inning games in this one to decide who wins this series before the Sasquatch go over to Casper, to Wyoming, to play the Spuds once again, a team that they are very, and I mean very familiar with after playing them 6 times in a row last week. They get a little break against the Sockeyes, and then they get the Spuds right back again. 2 games today, and the starting pitcher in game 1 was supposed to be in left field yesterday when we talked to him. Now he's starting on the mound. It's the crafty left-hander Oliver Wilson. We stepped aside to talk to Oliver yesterday before what was going to be a start in the outfield that now turns into a start in the mound. We talked to him about his time so far in Spearfish. Sean Massa joined by Sasquatch left-handed pitcher and left-handed bat in the corner of the outfield, Oliver Wilson. Oliver, everyone knows kind of by now through other interviews done and looking at rosters, Kobe Garrell and DJ Van Atten, school ball teammates of yours, are also here, but really everyone wants to kind of know what drew you here to Spearfish for the summer.
Well, so kind of in like my past summer ball experiences, it's been more of like more of a baseball focus, not like the true summer ball feel, like, you know, where you're engaging with fans, where you're traveling like, you know, across states and stuff. And so I was kind of wanting, because it's my last summer ball experience, I was kind of wanting to make the most of it. And so just coming to Spearfish, like I looked into the league, I saw, like obviously I knew they were coming, and I was like, that looks cool, like I'd like to be a part of that for my last summer ball experience. So just kind of the like community, the fan engagement, and just kind of the travel and stuff, and like the true summer ball experience is kind of what I was seeking out. And so that was why I wanted to come out.
Yeah, and you talk about the summer experience that you have, and you got it right here in Spearfish, but you've been a big part in the fan engagement. That's a big focus in this league, especially. You did the dancing here earlier in the week, and then in Dickinson you did a hot dog eating contest for one of their players for one of their games. Has that kind of been something for the summer that's going to be memorable for you and you want to keep doing? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, like I said, it's my last summer ball go around, and you know, I'm kind of not as outgoing of a guy as I'd like to be all the time, and so I really wanted to challenge myself this summer and like just really challenge myself to make the most of the opportunity, because, you know, stuff like this isn't going to happen anymore for me. And so I wanted to do everything I could to make sure I had no regrets and just come out and just have a good time and engage with the fans. I knew the Spearfish fans were going to be like good and showing up every night, and so like I wanted to like kind of like be someone they were familiar with. And so yeah.
And then obviously you started on the mound a lot this year. You've had a lot of innings throwing from the left side, being the only lefty on this staff. Coach Jared Huntsman using you a lot out there. And now you've got pinch hit at bats before, limited experience this summer, but now you're starting in left field today for what I believe is your second start in the field this season. What's been kind of your mentality with, I know you took swings in college, but been mainly a pitcher so far, now you're getting a start. What's kind of like mentally for you?
Well, so I mean, coming into the summer, I knew I was going to be mainly a pitcher, even though I do hit quite a bit at school. You know, the need for the team at the time when I signed was kind of left-hand pitching, so I knew coming into it that, you know, my at-bats probably weren't going to be as high, but, you know, I'm still able to take BP every day. I'm still able to keep the bat in my hand, and so just kind of like, you know, BP every day, staying ready, just taking, you know, nice easy swings, seeing pitches, and then when those opportunities do come up, it's been, you know, just kind of keep the same approach that I always would. And even though the at-bats are limited, you know, when you're still staying with it every day and kind of sticking to your approach, good things tend to happen. And I've been kind of lucky enough to have success in limited time, so it's been good.
Thank you, Oliver, and good luck tonight. Also, from behalf of everyone, good luck out there trying to get a dub for the Sasquatch in a playoff race. You can catch Oliver and the rest of the Sasquatch right back here on Spearfish Sasquatch Live. First pitch, 6:05 on Free Jersey Night here at the ballpark.
That was Oliver Wilson talking about what was supposed to be a start in left field, but now he's going onto the bump for game one of the doubleheader, try to take on this Sockeyes lineup that has absolutely been firing on all cylinders as of late, and they definitely carried it over to game one on Monday. 17 runs on 16 base hits. They were all over the Sasquatch. Absolute domination in that one. You see the 6-run game. You might think the Sasquatch were close. Not really. This Sockeyes team took it to them, and they're going to look to do it again. Supporting their gray uniforms out there. They're ready. They had the pinstripes on yesterday on the rain out. They were ready to go in that one, but now they're coming out here some vengeance, trying to get 2 more wins on their season and improve to a nice record overall. Despite not being playoff eligible, you still want to win every single game, and this Sockeyes team is ready. But on the other hand, the Sasquatch, they know what's at stake. The Casper Spuds beating the Badlands Big Sticks 2 out of 3 already, with game 3 coming tonight. They are in first place in the second half pretty handedly as well. A game and a half, I believe, over the Badlands Big Sticks. The Sasquatch, they've fallen behind. Losing game 1, that put them behind in a hole, and then game 2 being canceled yesterday put them in a little bit of a hole for now. They got 2 coming up today, trying to get back into the playoff push and make a playoff hunt here. No pun intended for Coach Hunt on the playoff hunt right there. It's the Sasquatch, it's the Sockeyes, and last time I checked basic math, I may not be the best mathematician, but 14 is greater than 9. We got 14 innings of baseball coming right back here on Spearfish Sasquatch Live.
Yeah, set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. That subtle breathing in your closet every single evening. Thought you never see me again, looks can be deceiving. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come.
Here's a throw on the money, perfect show. Line drive, left center field, will score 1. That ball had a family, DJ Dinner.
Here we come. Here we
Slider, outer third, bang, throws him.
Yeah,
what a play on the forehand to throw to first. Vintage line bump.
Here we come. Here we come.
Fans, as the season goes on, we'll still be getting new players in all the time. If you or someone you know is willing and able to host a player, please contact a member of the staff for more details. Thank you to all of our host families. We just added another Sasquatch to the squad here today. Stay tuned to see who that is. friendly reminder, there's no smoking inside Black Hills Energy Stadium. If you need to smoke, please proceed to the main concourse and through the front gates. Make sure to keep your ticket stubs so you can show it and get back in. Welcome, Sasquatch fans, to Black Hills Energy Stadium. We thank you for joining us this afternoon as we take on the Sawtooth Sockeyes in a Wednesday doubleheader. This is the second game of a three-game set in continuation of a homestand as the Sasquatch welcome in a team from Caldwell, Idaho, the Sawtooth Sockeyes. And here for game one of the doubleheader, leading off with the Sockeyes, number 5, shortstop, Jack Hale. Number 18, right fielder, Seth Ryberg. Number 20, left fielder, Ryder Cutlip. Batting fourth, number 19, catching, Hadley Smith. Batting fifth, number 33, designated hitter, Grant Carey. Batting sixth, number 22, third baseman, Ethan Heed. Batting seventh for the Sockeyes, number 15, first baseman, Kason O'Neill. Batting eighth, number 3, second baseman, Lance Anderson. And batting ninth, number 2, center fielder, Carter Walsh. And pitching for the Sockeyes this afternoon, number 30, Rico Kunda. The Sockeyes manager is Larry Price and assistant coach Kyle Harvey. And now your lineup this afternoon for the Spearfish Sasquatch. And leading off, number 4, center fielder, Bryson Hoyer. Batting second, wearing number 3, playing left field, Trey Borwald. Batting third, number 24, second baseman, Ryan Bachman. Batting fourth, number 27, first baseman, DJ Van Etten. Batting fifth, number 19, designated hitter, Seth Nelson. Batting sixth, number 9, shortstop, Luigi Reyes. Batting seventh, number 35, third baseman, Chaz Crook. Batting eighth, number 28, catching this afternoon, Nolan Ackerman. And batting ninth, number 11, right fielder, Gage Frost. Starting pitcher here for game one for the Sasquatch is number 23, Oliver Wilson. Fans, we ask that you please stand and remove your caps as our national anthem is played this afternoon.
Black Hills Energy Stadium, here we go. Sasquatch baseball. Sasquatch baseball returns here in Spearfish. We got the Squatch, we got the Sockeyes, and we got 14 innings of baseball coming your way here live from Black Hills Energy Stadium. I'm Sean Master, the voice of the Sasquatch for the summer of 2023, bringing you all the action right into the comfort of your homes as if you're here with us in person enjoying this beautiful Wednesday afternoon in the Black Hills, Spearfish, South Dakota. 82 degrees and sunny is the temperature. It is absolutely gorgeous. There might be 2 total clouds in the sky right now. It's blue as the ocean, and Oliver Wilson taking the mound for the Sasquatch, looking for a big Game 1 victory, trying to even the series up as the Sockeyes took Game 1 earlier in the week. 17-11 was your final score in that one. They took Game 1. Game 2 last night rained out. We had a home run derby instead, and now Games 2 and 3, both on this Wednesday. The Sasquatch looking to have themselves a day, get back into the playoff race. They fell a little bit behind as of late, but man, oh man, 2 wins today could definitely propel themselves into a spot, or into at least a contention for a spot, as they try to do it here against the Sawtooth Sockeyes. Oliver Wilson, the left-hander, we haven't seen him since we saw the Big Sticks in town, and he was pretty solid against that Big Sticks team. Excuse me, that was a Spuds team last time we saw him. We saw him against the Big Six as well, but the Spuds, he was very solid in that outing. 4 1/3 innings, ended up having 4 earned runs at the end, but it was just 1 inning of trouble that with a 2-out ground ball to second base that made its way into right field to score 1, extend the inning, allowed 3 to come across, and that's all she wrote for Oliver in that one. He gets the start today against the Sockeyes team that absolutely tattoos baseballs. He's got Jack Hale, the shortstop, today leading off in this one. His first foe. We'll see what he can do against the top of the order here in the first. Try to get this Sasquatch team some early energy. First pitch outside, called for a strike. And Oliver Wilson already commanded his own. We know what we're going to get from Oliver Wilson. It's going to be commandment, 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 and a lot of breaking stuff. We'll see what he does here with an 0-1 count. Low and inside, try to get him to go fishing a little bit. Missed right there. Good stop behind the dish by Nolan Ackerman. We'll go to the defense. They've standout for this Sasquatch team. Nolan Ackerman behind the dish, catching Oliver Wilson, obviously. Left side of the infield, Chaz Crook, man in the hot corner. Luis Reyes at short. And they go to the right, Ryan Bachman and DJ Van Atten, the usual second and first, rounding out the right side of the infield. That pitch high in the air to center field. Hoyer charges in. He makes the grab. There's one away quickly in that one. 3 pitches. Oliver Wilson gets a fly out to center field. 1 out. We just talked about him making that catch. We'll talk about the rest of the outfield. Hoyer in center, manning the outfield. And then on the corners, in right field, Gage Crott, the speedy man from Belfast, South Dakota. And in left, another speedster, Trey Vorwald, one of the outfield standouts for the Sasquatch team. In the outfield layout right now, you got 3 guys who might be the fastest 3 guys on the Team A and 3 of the fastest in the entire ILB. Brings up Seth Ryberg, the right fielder today in the left side. He was fantastic in his last game here back on Monday. He had a big day offensively, as did the entire Sockeyes lineup. 16 hits, 17 runs, but this guy especially in this heart of the order with Ryberg, Cutlip, and Hadley Smith, Grant Carey, this part of the lineup was absolutely outstanding. We'll see what they can do here against Wilson. 1-0 count. Gets the strike on the outside part of the plate. Count goes 1-1 now. Oliver Wilson trying to get this team started early. The Sasquatch need something to get excited about if these bats can get going, especially looking at the stats of the starting pitcher that's set to go out for the Sockeyes. Man, they need to get going early and try to get this guy out of the game. That one grounded over to Bachman. Once again, a 3-pitch at bat, and there's 2 away. Ryan Bachman takes care of him. So a 1-1 count gets established, and then the next pitch, contact is made, but the defense is right there for an out. The first out, a hard fly ball to Bryson Hoyer in center field on a rope, and that one, a weak dribbler right to Ryan Bachman. 2 away quickly. Ryder Cutlip to the plate. Left fielder in the left-handed batter's box again. That's something you also notice that Oliver might have a little success with, is a lot of the big-name bats in this Sockeyes lineup are in the left side. We'll see if the lefty Oliver Wilson, the one lefty in this staff, can do something about that and maybe take advantage of that same side spin that he's going to be working with all game against the heart of the order. On deck is Hadley Smith, the catcher in the cleanup spot. We'll see if Ollie can go 1-2-3 and avoid rolling it over to the 4. He's down 1-0 as the first pitch missed low. And he fights back with a foul tip into the glove of Nolan Ackerman. So it's been 3 straight 1-1 counts. If history repeats itself, this one will at least have contact made. We'll see if Oliver Wilson can get this one to contact and the 3rd out of the inning. 1-1 count. Oliver Wilson trying to work quickly. He's already got 2 away, looking for the 3rd victim of what could be a 1-2-3. And there it is. Contact over to short. Reyes on the backhand. Can't make the play. It goes in the left field. It's going to be a single. Didn't even get a piece of it right there. Ryder Cutlip's on the base paths. We're going to mark that an error on Luis Reyes. Didn't even get a piece of it. It looks like it just went right under his glove on the run a little bit. So Ryder Cutlip reaches on an E6. And now a 2-out base runner brings up Hadley Smith. Once again, story continues. 1-1, weak contacts right there. Oliver Wilson did it again. Just could not get his defense to step up. Falls behind 1-0 to Smith as that one misses outside. Behind him, Grant Carey, the DH, the big number 33, standing in a 6'2". We'll see if Oliver Wilson can avoid a little bit of 2-out trouble. We'll see what he does here in the 1-0. Locates that one down low again. It's a 1-1 count once again. We'll see if this happens for a 4th time in a row. Might be a little weird, but we'll have to see. 1-1 count, 2 away. Ryder Cutlip standing on first after reaching on an error by Luis Reyes. Could not field the ground ball cleanly, allowed him to reach with 2 away. That one in the dirt. Ackerman keeps in front of him. Runner stays put. This is going to be the first at-bat of the game for this Sockeyes lineup that has gone over 3 pitches. We got pitch number 4 coming up with a 2-1 count. Pitch number 13 on the inning for Oliver Wilson. Still working pretty efficiently. We'll see if he can get out of this one with hopefully a goose egg and a respectable number on his pitch count. Upstairs, that one misses. Count goes 3-1. Game 1 of a doubleheader here on a Wednesday. It's Bark in the Park night here in Spearfish, South Dakota. So I'd expect game 2 when this stands and the bleachers fill out more. We're going to see a lot of dogs. That'll be a fun one. 3-1 count now to Hadley Smith, trying to avoid a little 2-out trouble. Oliver Wilson, here's the pitch. That one hard in the air to left field down the line. Vorwald on the run to the corner, makes the grab. Trey Vorwald's speed in left field prevails once again. An error allows the run to reach for 2 outs, but other than that, no trouble for Wilson. He gets a 0. Sasquatch offense with Hoyer, Vorwald, and Bachman due up when we come back.
Rogers at Peak Family Chiropractic and Sports Performance. We all take different paths in life. That's why we utilize multiple different treatments here at Peak. Our main treatment is our high-level chiropractic adjustment, but we also emphasize the use of cupping, scraping, vibration massage, trigger point therapy, and active care to promote movement, strength, mobility, and most of all, pain relief. Why travel to multiple locations when you can have total wellness under one roof? Stop in today and let's get you to your peak.
Well, a 0 in the top half of the first, and now it's the offense's turn, and boy, do they got their work cut out for them. The man on the mound for the Sockeyes is Riku Kanda, the 6-foot man from Saitama, Japan, from Doko University. 7 appearances, 24 and 2/3 innings. He's got a 2.5 ERA with 23 Ks to 7 walks. Oh man, that hefty right-hander is gonna be a tough one for this Sasquatch team that doesn't necessarily hit the ball well as of late. We'll see if they can wake up today. It's Bryson Hoyer, Trey Vorwald, and Ryan Bachman, the 1-2-3 to face Kanda right away. We go defensively for the Sockeyes as Kanda delivering the first pitch of the game to Hoyer, and he's going after the first pitch, fouls off in the backstop. Defensively going to be Hadley Smith behind the plate. He lined out the Trey Vorwald in the corner to end the inning. It was a scary shot down the line that looked like it could have been extra bags and maybe a run, but ultimately Trey Vorwald was able to rob him of a base hit. He's behind the dish, catching Kanda on this one as he's up 0-2. That breaking ball finds the zone. We go on the infield. At third base, it's Ethan He. Shortstop, Jack Hale. Second base and first. Second is Lance Anderson, and first base is going to be Kason O'Neill. Going in the outfield, Ryder Cutlip. In left, Carter Walsh in center. And in right field, rounding out the outfield, is Seth Ryberg. 0-2 count. Hoyer fouls that one off. It was up and away. It looked like it could have found the zone in a beautiful spot from Kanda early. He's commanding the zone well. Hoyer, a nice defensive swing on that one. And now he's still in an 0-2 count, looking to get this thing started, roll it over to Vorwald, Bachman, and then if needed, you can roll it over with men on to DJ Vanette, and he's always a threat to add some runs to the board. 0-2 breaking ball, gets upstairs, count goes 1-2. Hoyer left that one off, wasn't even close. Smith popped up behind the dish and snagged it. Now it's a 1-2. Kanda, I mean, you look at the stats, 23 strikeouts in 24 and 2/3 innings, kind of almost near one. It's very near one an inning as Hoyer staying alive. He fouled off another one. We will see pitch number, if my math is correct, 6 in the at-bat. Pitch 6 coming up to Bryson Hoyer in a 1-2 count. He's fouled off 2 straight, 2-strike pitches in the zone. We'll see if he can get rewarded and try to find some grass and get the offense going a little bit early. See if the Sasquatch can get out to an early jump. He hits that one hard in the air to left field. Hoyer went fishing, but it's in the gap. Hoyer's going to round first. He'll hit the brakes. He's got a leadoff single. Oh, man, Bryson Hoyer, I'm not sure how you hit that one, but he got a piece of it, and we got a base runner with no outs for Trey Vorwald.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 3.
What a knock from Hoyer. My God, brings up Trey Vorwald, Ryan Bachman, now DJ Van Atten. We'll see if this part of the lineup can get going with the leadoff single from Hoyer. He's got a nice lead over there at first. Vorwald is going to lay down a bunt, and that one almost smoked him. He gets out of the way. 84 miles an hour coming right towards you, and you're trying to lay down a squeeze bunt, potentially catch the corner of the infield off guard. No more. Ethan He's going to be playing in, and we'll see. I'd have to expect Casey O'Neill going to rush right in as he comes off the bag from holding Hoyer. 1-0 count from Canada. Vorwald not showing bunt, but I have to expect he tries to lay down a drag. He doesn't. He watches the breaking ball go for a strike. 1-1. No bunt attempt coming from that one. It's a 1-1 count to Vorwald, trying to do a job and move Hoyer into scoring position for Bachman, Van Atten, and if they can get it going, Seth Nelson, the DH in the 5 spot. 1-1 count to left fielder Vorwald. They're going to check Hoyer. The speedy center fielder slides back in easily. And we'll get a 1-1 once again now. Hoyer's got 18 bags stolen on the year. Kind of plateaued a little bit, hasn't got one in a little bit, but he's got a nice lead. He looks like he could try to take off. We'll see if they try to do a hit and run with Vorwald and see if they can get at least him to third base on a single. Vorwald grounds it up the middle. Hale takes care of it, flips it to second. Anderson the throw. It's a 6-4-3. Looked like O'Neill's foot might have come off the bag, but no, it's a 6-4-3. Leadoff base runner spoiled. Now we go Bachman 2 away.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 24, second baseman, Ryan Bachman.
Ryan Bachman comes up now, 2 away after a leadoff single. You thought this part of the order might be getting a little bit of opportunity to put a run on the board. Now 2 away. Ryan Bachman's got to come up here and continue on what's been a recent pretty nice hot spell from him out of the right side. Kanda puts that breaking ball in the zone, and his breaking ball early on looks absolutely beautiful. He's in an 0-1 count, commanding the zone really well against this Sasquatch lineup, trying to get through this order in order despite letting up a leadoff single. 0-1 count to Bachman. He turns on that one high in the air to right field. Going over is Ryberg towards the line, on the run, running out of room, tries to make the diving catch. He can't make it. Ball kept drifting into foul territory. Looked like at first it was going to be a routine ball down the line. It kept drifting, nearing the dirt down the right field line. And man, Ryberg could not hold on. He tried to make a diving catch, but Bachman catches a break right there. He almost went opposite again. He's been going opposite field a lot lately. I don't think the Big Sticks would like that with the shift they put on him, luckily. For them, at least. It's not them, and there's no shift from any other team in this league. 0-2 count now to Ryan Bachman. He fouled that one down the right field line. He lives to see another pitch as Ryberg couldn't come up within foul territory. Kanda trying to get through this one. Here's the 0-2 to Bachman. He hits that one foul once again. This time, and no doubter out of the ballpark and into the soccer fields that border Black Hills Energy Stadium. Count goes 0-2. Bachman's doing a great job in this at-bat. Hoyer did a great job in his at-bat. He fouled off 2 straight 2-strike pitches in the zone. We'll see what he can do right here. Bachman. Hoyer got rewarded with a single in the left field. We'll see if Bachman can get a 2-out single started. 0-2 now. Kanda trying to get out of this one. Here's the pitch to Bachman. Up and in. That one is a ball to 1-2. If Bachman falls off this pitch, this at-bat's looking eerily like the first at-bat of the game by Bryson Hoyer. Now with him off the base paths after the double play, kind of kills a lot of momentum that he tried to get you with that leadoff single, but we'll see if Bachman can get it right back. Ground over to first. O'Neill snags on the left side. He tags the bag. A leadoff single, but still, the side retired in order. We go to the second inning, knotted at 0.
I want to shout out to the world so they know my sweet baby loves me so. She got me going, yeah, she turns me on. And she loves me, yeah, she loves me, and it blows my mind.
Hey, nice play.
Yeah, it blows my mind.
Two goose eggs back to back. It's a number 8, but not 8 as in runs. It's a 0 on top of a 0 after 1. We go to the second. Oliver Wilson coming up now. He's got 5, 6, and 7. Carey, he and O'Neill due up in this one for the Sockeyes. First pitch is going to be low for a ball. Looked awfully close and looked like Grant Carey tried to bite at it. Just held off, and he's up 1-0 on Wilson. Oliver had a lot of nice ground balls in the first inning as he locates that one on the outside. Nice breaking ball for a strike, 1-1. He had 2 ground balls in the first. Only one of them was retired as Luis Reyes couldn't make the play that kept the inning alive. And then Hadley Smith, a scary line drive into the left field corner. But that's why you got Trey Vorwald over there. Same thing. That might be the mentality with Gage Crowden right. This might be the fastest outfield in the ILB. I really think that might be a thing. I mean, it's a hard stat to tell, but find me an outfield trio that has more combined speed than Hoyer, Crotton, Vorwald. 1-1 count now. Wilson locates that one. No, it missed on the lower side. It's a 3-1 count now. Excuse me, count was 2-1 before that one missed. Looks like that, lower outer third to righties is just not getting called by the home plate umpire today. Wilson's got to recover, trying to avoid a leadoff base runner. 3-1, a broken bat into left field. A broken bat, single by Grant Carey. He's on first with no outs. Well, the bat went all the way down the third base line to Chaz Crook, but the ball finds grass, and it's a leadoff single. That was a really well-hit broken bat, and I got to wonder if the bat didn't break, how far is that ball going? Because if the ball goes well into left center field for a nice single with breaking in half, what happens if the bat doesn't break? That's a clean barrel. Nonetheless, runner on first, no outs, brings up Ethan He, the third baseman. Finds his own on the outside. Oliver Wilson locating well. Gets a strike. It's an 0-1 count. Besides the ball hit on the left field line, I mean, we can guess what would go on if that bat didn't break on that single. But so far, the ball's been hit every single batter. Only one time has it really been hit well. Outside for ball 1, trying to go get him the fish. Count goes 1-1. So, I mean, Oliver Wilson doing a great job. The defense has to support him. And we'll see if they can step up right here. If you can get a ground ball like he's gotten 2 different times, you can try to get 2 right here. That'd be huge for you after a leadoff single. That one fouled off into the netting that protects the Sasquatch dugout. Count goes 1-2. Nice pitch from Wilson. He's really going low, too, a lot of the time. I mean, anytime he tries to really go above the waist, it seems like it's not called for a strike because it just gets away from him. So really commanding the bottom half of the zone well early, trying to get a big first out at the 1-2 count to Ethan He with Case and O'Neill on deck. Here's the pitch. Inside, fouled off into the dugout now of the Sockeyes netting. Count remains 1-2. That's a theme we saw in game 1 against these guys is 2 strike counts. They do not go down swinging. They had 4 strikeouts all night. 5, excuse me, and only 2 of them were swinging. 3 of them were looking. These guys do not go down swinging. They just fight off everything. We'll see if Oliver Wilson can do something here with 2 strikes. Ground ball over to Reyes. He corrals the Bachman to first. 6-4-3 Van Atten the scoop. Beautiful right there. Reyes, Bachman, Van Atten. That trio connects a lot, and they get 2 away here in the second. Case and O'Neill now comes up a leadoff single and a double play. The same thing that happened to the Sasquatch in the bottom half of the first. Oliver Wilson, more weak contact, and he gets rewarded. Now 2 away. Case and O'Neill comes up to the plate now. The first baseman, he's got 2 away and no one on. Leadoff single, but does not matter. Ethan He goes 6-4-3, and Oliver Wilson 1 ground ball away from getting out of this one, and a beautiful breaking ball gets him the wave. It's a 1. Oliver Wilson really commanding well early, and that breaking ball was absolutely disgusting. It just dropped on the snap of a finger. It's 0-1. Another lefty in Case and O'Neill up to the plate now. He watches that one at the letters miss for a ball. Count goes 1-1. Theme continues right there. Anything above the belt just has not been called a strike so far. That's a really close spot for Wilson right there. And a really good spot. I like it. To a left-handed batter seeing the spin. I mean, seeing a spin from a lefty up high. There's not much you can do with that ball. Waves at that one on the outside. It's 1-2. Wilson 1 pitch away from getting out of this one. The leadoff single. He got the double play. We'll see if he can get it right here to Case O'Neill and get through this one in order despite a base knock. 1-2 count. Here's Oliver Wilson with the 1-2. Breaking ball high in the air to second base. Doesn't make it to right field. Bachman gets it. A leadoff single does not matter. It goes in order. 5, 6, and 7 go down in a 1-2-3. We go to the bottom half. It's DJ Van Atten, Seth Nelson, and Luis Reyes trying to get some runs across the board.
New games every month at the Lodge. We are constantly updating our gaming floor with the latest fun games to keep our guests entertained with new games every month. For the freshest selection of slot machines in town, make the Lodge at Deadwood your gaming destination. The locals' choice for gaming excitement with the newest games is the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort.
DJ Van Atten going to lead off here in the bottom half of the second inning. Oliver Wilson has put up 2 zeros. It's time for the offense to do their job. We'll see what DJ Van Atten can do here. A leadoff single by Grant Carey did not matter. A double play and then a fly out to second. Ended the second inning pretty quickly right after a single. Maybe got our minds on a run going across the board for the Sockeyes. Brings up Van Atten, watches strike one go on the lower outside. It's 0-1. Van Atten, Nelson Reyes due up. It's 4-5-6. We'll see what they can do here against Riku Kanda, who had a pretty nice first inning. Left one to Hoyer that he made him pay for. Other than that, it was a ground ball to short, turned into a 6-4-3, and then a weak ground ball to first. That was a 3 unassisted to end the inning. 1-1, that one misses up and in. DJ Van Atten now with a chance to try to get something started. Hoyer tried as well, but it was a double play. That one off the foot of Van Atten over to third. Count goes 1-2, a big swing from number 27. Count goes 1-2 now looking to get something started. Nelson the DH and Reyes the shortstop. This is the part of the lineup as well that you normally want with people on the base pass to drive in some runs. But, hey, I don't think you're going to complain at all if they're going to be the guys leading off an inning. A chance for them to get something started and see if they can get offense that could be contagious for 7, 8, 9 with Crook, Ackerman, and Crott rounding out the lineup. 1-2 outside. Van Atten leaves off. Tried to get in the chase right there with Kanda. Count goes even at 2s. Every time DJ Van Atten seems to lead off an inning, he seems to get on. We'll see if he can do it here out of the cleanup spot. And a 2-2 count against Kanda. Gets one up at the letters. He likes the pitch. He swings right through it. Goes down on 5. One away here. DJ Van Atten got a heater upstairs. That's a pitch we usually see and we never see again because he makes it never land again. But he swings right through it. Probably wasn't expecting it. Brings up Seth Nelson. Seth Nelson to the dish now, the lefty. One of the few lefties in the Sasquatch lineup. That's the one thing different between these two teams mainly is the Sasquatch 1 through 9 right now in this one. One lefty in the lineup, and that's Seth Nelson. The Sockeyes are almost the exact opposite. They're more nearly 50-50 with lefty-righties, and I think that's why they have a lot of offensive success a lot of the time. We'll see if Oliver Wilson can keep his success going when he goes back on the mound. But right now, Seth Nelson working with a 1-1 up the middle right to third base. He chopped that one through the middle, It was a middle ball. They chops to third. There's 2 away. He got a pitch down the middle of the plate. Chops it hard to third. It's called the hot corner for a reason. Ethan Heath flashes the leather on a hop. Grabs it, goes to O'Neal, a little bit off the line of the throw, but he made it. There's 2 away. Brings up Luis Reyes. Luis Reyes now trying to roll it over to Chaz Crook with 2 outs. We'll see if Luis Reyes can avoid a 1-2-3. It would technically be the second straight 1-2-3 for this offense, despite Hoyer's single in the first. Reyes watches the first one bounce off the leg pad of Smith back to the backstop at the 1-0 count. Reyes was also pretty darn good at the plate in game 1 against this team. We'll see if he can get going here. I mean, Sasquatch offense had 11 runs, only 9 hits in that one. And that's kind of been the threshold. That 9-hit mark, the 9th to 10th hit is kind of where this team really separates, is when they get 10. They seem to have a lot of success winning games. It's when they get less than 10 hits is when they see not so much success is an easy way to put it. 2-0 count to Reyes now from short. He watches Allen go upstairs. 3-0 count. Luis Reyes in a hefty hitter's count against Riku Kanda after a strikeout and a ground out to third pretty quickly against Van Atten and Nelson. He's fallen behind with 3 pitches that have not even been close to Reyes. I expect an auto take right here from the Sasquatch shortstop, trying to get maybe a 2-out rally started. See if this lineup can get going early and give Wilson a little bit of support. Watch his strike one go on the outside half at the 3-1 count. Oliver Wilson waiting in the dugout, see if he jogs out quickly or if Reyes can extend this inning with 2 outs at the 3-1 count now from Kanda. Down the middle, left center, going back at the, or not at the track, on the gap, makes the catch on the run, is Cutlip. He took a step back, made the catch in the gap. Reyes a well-hit ball, but did not get that one the drop. Another 0, we go to the third, knotted at 0.
Replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
Baseman Lance Anderson.
After 2, we're deadlocked at 0. It's Lance Anderson leading off in this one. He is in the 8 spot. It's 8-9-1, due up against Oliver Wilson, Anderson, Walsh, and Jack Hill at the top of the order as strike 1 goes to the second baseman. Did not have a fun night whatsoever in game 1 offensively. He got his first base knock of the night in the 9th inning. He was 1 for 6. He's definitely going to look to get going here early, try to get Carter Walsh, who's acting as second leadoff hitter, and there he is. Gets a knock in the center field. It's another leadoff single. See if Oliver Wilson can get a ground ball and see if he can get quickly, too. But now 1 on, no outs. Talking about Anderson, he was 0 for 5 to the 9th. He got a base knock. See if that had some confidence. It must have, because that one off the barrel goes to center field. It's a single for the second baseman. Now it's Carter Walsh, the center fielder in the 9 hole. And this is not your everyday 9-spot hitter, the center fielder. Usually you see a center fielder, 9 hole. You think defense purely and nothing offensively. That is not the story with Walsh. Pulls back his bunt for ball 1 as Allen misses upstairs. Walsh coming to this one, 108 plate appearances. He's hitting .308 with 15 walks and 24 stolen bags in center field. He's going to look to lay down a bunt, I'd have to assume, with Crook playing in. They're going to check the runner over there at first. A little quick throw from Oliver Wilson. No tag from Van Atten, as easily back in there was Anderson. Crook playing in at third. I have to respect Van Atten, also going to rush down the line. If this one goes down first, we'll see what happens here in a 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. It's called for a strike inside. Same thing as Vorwald. He went to go lay down a bunt, pulled back with the first pitch ball, and then never looked to lay one down again. It's 1-1. Wilson, we'll see if he can get another ground ball as he did against Ethan He. They're going to check the runner again. They do not like the lead that Lance Anderson has over there at first. Do not want him to go at all and get in scoring position. He's only got 4 stolen bags in the year, but he's got a nice lead over there. Just getting in Oliver Wilson's head. He's doing a good job of it. We'll see if it pays off to Carter Walsh. Bunts it down the third base line and foul. So now in a 1-2. I don't think you're going to see another bunt here from the center fielder. You're going to look for him to take a rip at it. Oliver Wilson trying to get another big one. The last 1-2 count he had with the runner on first, it was that 6-4-3 Ethan He ground into. We'll see if he can get another weak ground ball right here. 1-2 count to Carter Walsh with the top of the order set to roll over. Runner on first after the leadoff single from Anderson. Walsh watches that breaking ball go in the dirt. Ackerman keeps it in front of him. Runner stays put. Count evens up at 2s. On deck, the top of the order with Jack Hill, Seth Ryberg. We'll see if they can roll it over to the heart of the order, Cutlip and Smith. 2-2 count now to Walsh. He's working the count well. He does have 12 walks in the season. Oliver Wilson, not necessarily a big walk guy. We'll see what he does. Ground ball into the gap, over to right field. It's back-to-back singles. They're going to hold the guy a second. Took a hard turn. The throw not in time to get him back. Tried to gun him at second. But now runners on first and second. Another weak contact single. Top of the order with Jack Hale, due up, Seth Ryberg and Ryder Cutlip. We'll see what they can do. Jack Hill, his last at-bat in the first, he flew out to center field. It was a decently hit ball to start off the ball game, but 3 pitches in, he got the train rolling for Oliver Wilson. We'll see what he does here with runners on first and second. Van Atten playing in down the line. Same with Crook, expecting a squeeze play to get 2 in scoring position. We'll see what the leadoff hitter, Jack Hill, decides to do. I think I'd have to agree. Right now, you just got to lay down a bunt. No bunt laid down. He watches strike 1 go on the lower half. It's an 0-1. Oliver Wilson looking for a big first out after back-to-back singles, one up the middle, one on the ground into right field. Now the Sasquatch trying to avoid a run coming across. Oliver Wilson, the 0-1 in the dirt. Bounced away from Ackerman, but it bounces into the infield, so runners stay put, they retract. Count goes 1-1. That one goes off of Ackerman into the grass. Runner thought about going at second. Lance Anderson had to hit the brakes once again. Same thing he did when he rounded second. He was adamant he was going to stretch that to third and test the arm of Gage Crowd in right, but his third base coach said absolutely not, and they almost gunned him going back to the bag. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch to Hale. Inside, he swung at it and missed, but it gets away from Ackerman. Runners are in scoring position now. Does the job of a bunt, but does it without the damage of an out. Advance on a pass ball, and now runners at second and third with no outs. The name of the game right now for Oliver Wilson is minimized. We'll see what he can do here. 1-2 count, though. If you can get Jack Hill to go after another breaking ball, maybe get a big first strikeout here. Van Atten playing in, same with the entire infield. Playing on the inside depths, not trying to let that run from third come across. Inside bounce away from Ackerman, and a run will score. He claims it hit him. I don't think the umpire agrees. A run scores nonetheless. It's 1-0. Two count from Jack Hale. One run third now with 1 run in. Carter Walsh standing 90 feet away from making a 2-0 ball game. As Lance Anderson came in on that one, got away from Ackerman. I mean, it was another nasty breaking ball that was left off. It was in the dirt. That one high in the air to the right center gap. Crott rushing in, makes the grab. No, he does not make the grab. It drops in front of him. His throw home is not in time. It's going to be an RBI single. An RBI single for Jack Hale makes it 2-0. Gage Crott led up right there, maybe lost it a little bit, no idea. Looked like he could have made the grab. Jared Hunt's going to have a word with Oliver Wilson real quick. Trying to wrap my mind around that one. It looked like he could have made the catch. It looked like he had it, and then he just pulled up last minute and it dropped in front of him. Nonetheless, runner on first, 2 runs have come across. You got starting the heart of the order with 2, 3, 4. Ryberg, Cutlip, Smith now. Ryberg grounded out to second base in his last plate appearance, but now runner on first, a little offensive momentum for the Sockeyes. Oliver Wilson needs something, and he needs something quick. There is movement in the bullpen for the Sasquatch. No one looking like they're throwing around yet, but Ben Seminar's in there with his gear on. It looks like Griffin Sharon, the man who just came in yesterday, the guy from last year that had the all-time leader in single-season strikeouts for the Sasquatch. He's up and moving. We'll have to see if he gets loose. Up and away for ball one from Wilson. It's a 1-0 count out of Ryberg. Ryder Cutlip standing on deck, so you're starting the heart of the order the second time through, and Jack Hale puts a single in the right field, gets another run across the board. 3 base knocks in this inning. Wilson with a little bit of trouble. He needs something quick. And this could be it, a ground ball to Van Atten. Turns, gives it to Reyes. Reyes snags it out of the air, but he's off the bag. An E3 on that one. DJ Van Atten couldn't get the throw. And a runner reaches. Runners on first and second once again. Heart of the order now officially up. No outs, runners on first and second. Brings up Ryder Cutlip with Hadley Smith on deck. Got the ground ball you needed, just the throw was rushed, could not convert. Would have been a 3-6. It looked like 1 with Wilson covering the bag, but nonetheless, runners on first and second. Big swing and a miss with no outs. It's an 0-1 count to Ryder Cutlip. Hadley Smith standing on deck. Grant Carey, the DH, in the hole. See if the heart of the order can get on and get some more damage across. 2 have come across already, and now a chance for more. The runner in scoring position. That one hit into left field. Going to drop in front of Vorwald on the dive. Actually, did he make the catch? No, he did not. It's going to be a single into left. Vorwald tried to lay out. He at least knocked it down and avoided disaster, but could not hold on. Bases juiced. It looked like it was just going to drop in front of him, and that probably would have been the case anyways, but Vorwald elected to lay out. He knocked it down, could not control it. It's a single in the left, and now the base is loaded, no outs. 2 runs have already come across the board. Brings up Hadley Smith, the catcher. He lined out in the left field to Vorwald to end the first inning on a well-hit ball that he turned on. Infield playing in, we'll see if Oliver Wilson can get out of this one with minimal damage. First pitch swung on, ground ball to Crook at third, gets by the glove. 1 run will score. They will wave another. Vorwald's throw from left is going to be cut off. It's a 2 RBI single by Hadley Smith. And they get the guy at second for the first out, but nonetheless, it's 4-0. Well, they get 1 right there, but 2 more come across. It's 4-0. Sockeyes lead. This inning has not been friendly. Something about the 3rd inning for the Sasquatch against the Sockeyes. 6 were scored in game 1 in this inning. Now 4 in this one already. 1 away now. Brings up Grant Carey. Single to lead off the second was part of that 6-4-3 double play that followed. Watches the first pitch go inside for a strike. 0-1 count. Man, another ground ball into the outfield that Chaz Crook couldn't knock down. He tried to lay out for it. It just got under him. And now Wilson's got to try to get something here. That one low and in for a ball. Count goes 1-1 to Grant Carey, the DH. Ethan Heath standing on deck. Now over to the 5-6 spot, threatening to hit around. Lance Anderson, the man who led off this inning, he's due up in 4 batters, but, I mean, the way this offense is rolling, it looks like that's definitely a possibility. 2-1 count as that one goes outside. After a first pitch strike, Wilson got to fight back now from a 2-1. 2-1 count. Oliver Wilson trying to get out of this one. Drops that one low for a ball. Count goes 3-1. not getting any help at all, and it's a 3-1 count. Wilson trying to maybe force a ground ball double play, get out of this one. Here it is. Crook on the chop. Goes the second. Bachman to first. It's a 5-4-3 as Van Ant scooped it again. 4 come across. It's 4-0 going to the bottom half of the third. Could have been worse, but a 5-4-3 ends it. We go to the bottom half. The offense got to wake up eventually. It was 0-0 entering that third inning. Now it's 4-0. The Sasquatch could not get out of that one. It was just unfortunate event after unfortunate event. 4 total hits come across the board, but they could not get going. 5 hits, excuse me, go across the board before it ends in a 5-4-3 double play, and now the offense, the 7-8-9, gotta wake up and see if this team can get something across the board. Help support Oliver Wilson. It was a long rest for Riku Kanda. His first pitch is high to Chaz Crook, the third baseman. Crook was part of the 5-4-3 double play that ended that top half of the third inning. That was absolutely disastrous for the Sasquatch team. Let's see if he can start the offense out here. He watches that breaking ball go for a 1-1. It's Crook, Ackerman, and Crott due up. 7-8-9 trying to roll it over to the top of the order with Hoyer. See if they can get something going and see if they can get at least a couple runs back in this one. Don't want a big lead as an ugly swing on that one. He sorted him for a 1-2 on the outside. A disgusting pitch from Kanda. He's up 1-2 on Chaz Crook now, and now he has a couple pitches that he can mess around with. Waves off the first sign and now gets one quickly he likes. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Kanda. Crook chops that one down the first base line. Blooper, but foul. Looked like O'Neal might have had a chance to get that one in foul territory. It drifted over towards the fence. He sees another one. He was jammed on it. He'll see another 1-2. Sasquatch trying to leave this homestand. If they win both of these, they leave the homestand 500. But, man, the Sockeyes just don't give up their offense. Just finds ways to get going at random times. Crook, a defensive swing high in the air in the shallow right field. Going over is Anderson towards the line. He makes the play. A defensive swing and a late swing on an inside pitch. Chaz Crook is jammed. He flies out the shallow right. There's one away.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 28, catcher Nolan Ackerman.
Nolan Ackerman comes up to the plate now, and he's got one away trying to get the offense started. The offense has not been awake. It was the same thing whenever they have games where they seem to just do nothing. It's always when a leadoff single goes wrong. Hoyer got a leadoff single to start the ball game, a double play, and since then, it's been weak contact after weak contact after weak contact. 1-0 count to Ackerman now, the 8-spotting catcher for the Sasquatch. Watch it go outside in the left-hand batter's box for a 2-0 count. Gage Crott standing on deck, the right fielder, and then if they can get it going to Hoyer, he's got the one base knock of the night against Kanda. At least try to get something across the board and chip away if you can. 4-0 deficit already. Want to give Oliver Wilson a little bit of confidence out there on the mound that his offense can fight back. Checks his swing at that one in the dirt. Did not go around. He's up 3-0. 3-0 count on an auto take coming up from the Sasquatch catcher, who's been magnificent since getting here earlier in this month. He came into the series hitting .333. And now he walks on 4 pitches. It's a 1-out walk. The first walk of the ball game for Riku Kanda is Nolan Ackerman. He's on first. 1 away. Gage Crott trying to get the offense going now. See if they can build on a little momentum that Ackerman might have just got. For the Sasquatch offense, it's kind of been this story all year where if they fall behind early, the offense just seems to absolutely dissipate. We'll have to see if they can put that beyond them and change the script right here. 1 away with a base runner on. Gage Crott up with Bryson Hoyer standing on deck. And the top of the order set to roll over. If Crott can make it do, here is the first pitch from Kanda following the walk. Breaking ball low in the dirt for a 1-0. That one at the ankles, pulled up by Smith, but it's a 1-0 count. Gage Crott now trying to get on. If you can get the top of the order with runners on, get some runs across. If you can get some confidence in this lineup, that's all they need to really just exponentially just explode. That one inside on the chalk. Smith pulls it back in for a 1-1. Good play by Hadley Smith behind the plate. 1-1 count now to Gage Crott. 1-1 count, 1 away to number 11 with the runner on. Trying to extend the inning and get the offense rolling a little bit. Here's the 1-1 from Kanda. Breaking ball outside, finds the zone, he gets up 1-2. A 4-pitch walk to Ackerman, and then a ball one to Crott. Looked like maybe a little bit of control issue starting for Kanda. He delivers 2 straight strikes, 1 inside, 1 outside to Crott, and now he's ahead in a 1-2. 1-2 pitch from Riku Kanda, trying to get a big second out in this one and avoid any damage at all. Crott's gonna foul that one off. He'll stay alive. As a pitcher, if you can come out after 4 runs are put up offensively and put up a 0, man, that definitely, hurts for that offense trying to fight back for their pitcher, but also the confidence it instills in your defense and them on the offensive side in the lineup, man, you can't even put that into a mathematical perspective. Croc rounds that one over to short. Hale flips it to second. 6-4-3 once again. The second double play of the night for the Sockeyes in this one is another 0 in the bottom half of the third. We go to the fourth. It's 4-0 Sockeyes early.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
Casino Entertainment
We go to the 4th inning here of a doubleheader. So really, we're getting to the end of this one. 4th inning. This is the middle one of this 7-inning game one, and it's 4-0 Sockeyes. They put 4 up last inning. We'll see if they can continue it, if Oliver Wilson can rebound from a not-so-fun inning on the mound. We'll see if he can rebound and the defense can rebound in this one. They got 2 errors on the night, not helping Wilson out a lot. We'll see if everyone can recover and try to fight back in this one. It all starts on the defensive side. Strike 1 of the first hitter of the inning, Ethan He. It's 6-7-8-2 up. He, O'Neill, and Anderson. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in his last at-bat. So we'll see if Oliver Wilson can get another weak contact play for his defense to try to get some swagger going behind him. That's something that Wilson does a lot, is a lot of contact. He doesn't have a strikeout yet tonight. And there's another weak fly ball to center field. Hoyer takes 3 steps in, camps under it, makes the grab. 2 pitches in, there's 1 away, another weak contact fly out for Oliver Wilson, 1 away here in the 4th. Oliver Wilson trying to get something going here. He let up 4 in the top half of the 3rd inning. It was an error by DJ Van Atten that really allowed that 4th run to come across and score. But now Oliver Wilson trying to get some swagger into this team and see if they can mount a comeback against the Sockeyes team that is firing right now and as of late, but an 0-1 count as Casey O'Neill waved at that one. O'Neill flew out to second base to end that 2nd inning, was part of the impromptu 1-2-3 despite the leadoff single. See if Oliver Wilson can get him to retire here and quickly have 2 away. That one outside in the dirt. Ackerman didn't scoop it up. It bounces away. Almost bit at it was Casey O'Neill. He's really almost fooling these hitters with breaking balls, and that's something that's hard to do against a lineup like this. They are disciplined, and they see the zone well. The lefty bat of Casey O'Neill trying to get something started with 1 away. Here's the 1-1 from Wilson. Breaking ball up and in. Did not get a call. It's 2-1. That one just slipped out of the hand. He knew it the minute he released it. Now he's got to fight back from a 2-1. An 0-1 turned 2-1. Now he's got to fight back. We'll see if Oliver Wilson can get some more weak contact. That one outside. Ackerman tried to pull it back in. It's a 3-1. 3 straight pitches have missed, all in different spots. 1 low and away, 1 up and in, and then that one more up and away, but still just away at about waist level. 3-1 hard into center field, but Hoyer doesn't even have to move. He makes the grab. 2 flyouts to center field. One was definitely more well hit than the other, but nonetheless, they all count as the same. It's an F8, 2 away. Brings up Lance Anderson. He started that big 4th inning with a single up the middle. We'll see if he can get something started with 2 outs now. Carter Walsh standing on deck. This is the part of the order and the part of the lineup that started that entire thing. It's a ground ball to Van Atten off the edge of the bat. He flips it to Wilson. It's a 1-2-3. Let's see if that puts some swagger into the offense. They're trying to come back down 4. 1-2-3 inning from Oliver Wilson ends the bottom of the third, or top of the fourth, excuse me. A little bit of momentum maybe for the Sasquatch trying to get going here. It's Bryson Hoyer in the top of the order. So far for the Sasquatch, it's been 9 up. It hasn't been 9 down, but it's been 9 up in the top of the order to lead off the bottom of the fourth. Hoyer watches the first pitch go upstairs at the ball 1. He's got the 1 base knock for this team. He singled to start out this ball game on the second pitch of the game. The double play that followed, and since then, absolutely nothing for this Sasquatch team has gone well offensively. 1-0 from Hoyer. See if he can kickstart things. Watches that breaking ball go for strike 1. Fans starting to come and show up at the ballpark here a little bit, little by little, as the workday sort of seeming come to an end. It's a 1-1 count now. It's 4:37, working through this one pretty quickly. Despite that 4 spot on the top of the third, it's been all zeros. That one on the inside, Chalk called for a strike, pulled back in by Smith. Count goes 1-2. The inside of the zone on righties especially has been pretty much automatic so far in this one. See if it continues into game 2 and continues down the stretch of this one. Sasquatch got to adjust to the zone. 1-2 to Hoyer. He swings at that one, chops up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher, Kanda. The throw from second is wild. It's going to be a single for Bryson Hoyer. That's not a routine play at all. And if he would have made that play, I think I would have just thrown in the white flag already, because my goodness, Lance Anderson.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 3, Trey Vorwald.
Trey Vorwald now to the plate. The last time he was up with no outs and runner on first, it was a 6-4-3 double play that seemingly killed any momentum the Sasquatch could have built in the first. We'll see if he can do a little bit better here. 1 away, or no outs now with a runner on first. Vorwald, Bachman, Van Atten. We'll see if they can get some runs across the board and try to just get back in this one before it might be too late. Vorwald looking to lay down a bunt. It gets by him. He tried to lay down a drag. It's strike 1. It was a little bit higher than he would have liked. Started the drag. Didn't pull back. It's 0-1. That last play, a single, but it didn't even leave the infield with a chopper. Up the middle, goes off the glove of Kanda. Anderson makes the sliding stop. Tries to make the run on or the throw on a knee. Just couldn't make it was off target, but Hoyer gets the single, as that play was definitely not even close. Hoyer takes off. It's fouled off. 0-2 count. Hoyer's got to go back to first. He's got 2 singles. He's 2 for 2 right now. Both base knocks of the night for the Sasquatch are from that man leading off an inning. We'll see if the offense behind him can try to take care of this contagious offensive performance from Hoyer. See if it can go throughout the lineup. It's trickling down so far, nothing, but we'll see if it can do so here. 0-2 count to Trey Vorwald, now the runner on first, trying to get something going and possibly get himself on, roll over to Bachman. That one outside left-hand batter's box. Smith snags it from the dirt. It's 1-2. You always get scared with those fastballs that just get low and away. They catch the man behind the dish off guard, excuse me. But Smith does a great job getting over, taking care of that one, keeping Hoyer at first. Vorwald on the 1-2. He watches that breaking ball, chops it over to short. Hale goes to second. No, it only plays the first. Looked like he had a chance to get the guy at second, but it would have been by a hair. He elects to get the safe play at first. Hoyer's in scoring position, and you roll it over to Ryan Bachman. A smart play by Jack Hale right there, because, man, it would have been so close. A tough call to make by the field umpire. Luckily, didn't have to make that call. Hale elected to go to first. He guns Vorwald. Now, 1 away, runner on second for Ryan Bachman, who grounded out to first base in his last plate appearance to end the first inning. The first runner past first base for the Sasquatch this game. Bryson Hoyer stands 180 feet away. Bachman watches that one go low and in for a strike. Riku Kanda once again did his job right there. He's been getting a lot of weak contact. Aside from both singles from Hoyer, there hasn't been a well-hit ball by the Sasquatch offense yet. We'll see if Bachman can change that right here. It's been pretty weak groundouts and flyouts up to this point, other than those 2 singles respectively by Hoyer. Bachman lines it in the left field on a cue. Hoyer goes to third. It's runners on the corners now with 1 away. An RBI opportunity for DJ Van Atten to erase that 0 off the board. You really can't make this up. On cue right there. Talking about no well-hit balls outside of Bryson Hoyer. Ryan Bachman lines one in the left. He gets on first. Hoyer's on third. Corners for the Sasquatch, and DJ Van Atten to the plate. Struck out his first plate appearance back in the second, but now he's got a chance here in the fourth. Here we go. DJ Van Atten with a chance to erase that 0. We'll see what he does here with runners on the corners and 1 away. Just want to stay out of a ground ball double play. We'll see if 27 can do a job right here for the Squatch offense. Flies that one high in the air into foul territory. Smith goes back to the fence. He does not. It leaves. Little scary right there. He popped up like he had a chance to get that one. He quickly realized he had absolutely none. It's an 0-1 count to Van Atten. DJ Van Atten trying to roll it over to Seth Nelson and also score a run at the same time. We'll see what he can do. They're going to check Bachman at first. Do not like he has a pretty small lead, but I guess they just don't like the idea of him potentially taking off. So Kanda wants to let him know that he sees him. Count still 0-1 to number 27. Here we go. Runners in the corners with 1 away for DJ Van Atten. Kanda keeping an eye on Bachman. Here's the pitch to Van Atten. That one outside, sliding over is Smith. Count goes 1-1. Hasn't really been able to locate the fastball outside well so far as Riku Kanda. That's when the Sasquatch have been getting ahead a lot, is when he tries to command that outside. Nonetheless, count goes 1-1 as the last fastball missed on the outer half. That's a breaking ball inside. Does not get the call on the inside chalk. It's 2-1. The pitch that's been called a few times. He tries to go back to it right there. Doesn't get it. It's 2-1 to number 27. Nelson standing on deck. He ground down his last plate appearance. So right now, 4, 5, 6 due up. They're 0 for 3, but part of the offense, you want to get rolling. And now Van Atten with a 3-1. Kanda seems to be pitching around a little bit, but it has not gone well. He's been trying to locate very carefully, but he hasn't been locating well. 3-1 now to DJ Van Atten. 1 pitch away from potentially walking the bases loaded. Here we go. 3-1 from Riku Kanda. Breaking ball inside. Van Atten will walk. Bases are loaded for Seth Nelson coming to the plate. A big opportunity to at least put a dent in this lead. They trail by 4, and a mound visit coming up. No one in the bullpen, so just trying to calm down the young man from Japan here with bases juiced.
Showed up last night. If you or someone you know is willing and able to host a player, please contact a member of the staff for more details. Thank you to all of our host families this summer.
Quick mound visits broken up by the home plate umpire. Calming down Riku Kanda, but now he's got a big spot. Up by 4 in a 4-0 game. He walked Van Atten, and now the bases are loaded. Here we go. Seth Nelson to the plate. 1 away, bases juiced, down 4. A chance to put a dent in the lead the Sockeyes built. This would be a lot of momentum for the Sasquatch. Oliver Wilson put up another 0. We'll see if Seth Nelson can do something here. He grounded out to third base in his last plate appearance. We'll see if he can roll over the order to Reyes and put a run across the board at the same time. First pitch out of the mound visit from Kanda, low and away, called for a ball. Also right here, if you're Smith behind the dish, you gotta be careful. You do not want Bryson Hoyer taking off from third and scoring a run that potentially is just really a free run if you think about it. 1-0 count now to the lefty, Nelson. In a huge spot over at third. He is playing a little bit in. Last time Nelson was up, he grounded right over to him on a 1-hop. Nelson watches that one inside, gets out of the way, goes up 2-0. Reyes on deck and Chaz Crook in the hole. It would be 6-7 if Nelson can do something right here. There's only 1 away, so a job can be done with a fly ball deep into the outfield. But you want to try to do something and also keep just the 1 out on the board. There is an arm getting loose in the Sockeye bullpen. We'll see if Kanda can keep that arm from coming in the game. Nelson watches that one go in the lower half for a strike. He's going to step out and rebalance himself here in a 2-1. Looked like potentially not an auto take per se, but well, it did not have a big intention of swinging on a 2-0, looking to get up 3-1. It was a close one, but it gets the call 2-1 in the lower half. 2-1 count now to Seth Nelson, the lefty, trying to do some damage for the Sasquatch here. They trail by 4. Breaking ball, line drive on the left field line. It'll score 2. Seth Nelson's got a 2 RBI double. The lead is cut in half. It's 4-2. Seth Nelson does a job, goes opposite down the line. It's a 4-2 ball game with a tying run 180 feet away. My goodness, Seth Nelson comes up big once again.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 9, Luigi Reyes.
Luis Reyes coming up to the plate now. Runners on second and third and 1 away, trying to tie this one up with the hit to the outfield. Van Atten at third base after he walked. Hoyer and Bachman came around to score, and Seth Nelson, he has got some speed on the DH spot. He stands at second. Luis Reyes flew out to left field in his last plate appearance. We'll see if he can put in the gap this one and potentially tie it up. Watches down and go outside in the left-hand batter's box for ball 1. Canda's having a little bit trouble locating, and now the arm is getting hot and ready. The arm in the bullpen starting to move around quickly, starting to just throw at almost. He's starting to just get ready to go in. Potentially next batter. We'll see if Kanda can retire Reyes. Breaking ball low and inside, called for a ball. Count goes 2-0. Having trouble locating here with Reyes. He does have a bag open. Chaz Crook on deck. But now a chance to tie it for the Sasquatch here, and man, that would be huge. An offense that was stagnant before this inning, and they woke up quickly with Hoyer and Bachman getting 2 singles in the first 3 batters, and now Reyes up 3-0. Hasn't got a pitch to hit as that one's outside in the left-hand batter's box. First base is open, but you do not want to load the bags in this one. Ethan He playing a little bit in at third. O'Neal looking like he's going to rush in or potentially take a step up over there at first, but a 3-0 count to Reyes. Here's the pitch from Kanda. That one low, called for a ball. They award Reyes a bag at the 4-pitch walk, and once again the bases are loaded with 1 away for Chaz Crook. And that's going to be it. I'd have to assume the second mound visit. It will be. Riku Kanda was spectacular through 3. He comes to the 4th, has that 4-0 lead. Oh, it has not gone well. 2 come across. He leaves the bases stranded with only 1 away. We'll be back. Chaz Crook versus the bullpen arm trying to knot this thing up.
A special thanks to Meyer & Dana Orthodontics, a South Dakota and Wyoming braces and Invisalign office for making the difference 1 smile at a time. The bullpen for the Sockeyes, number 25, Kyler Saunders. Come make lifelong memories at the Heart Ranch. Book your stay today at hrresort.org. Camco Federal Credit Union is flexible for you. Our services provide the following: online and mobile services, e-statements, and their easy-to-use mobile app. Their online banking is available as well, 24/7. Go Sasquatch from Camco Federal Credit Union. Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 35, Chaz Crook.
Chaz Crook now to face a bullpen arm for the Sockeyes. It's Kyler Saunders, the sophomore from Northwest Nazarene, in 19 innings, a 3.26 ERA, 7 Ks to 9 walks, and now he comes up here, 1 out, bases loaded, in a 4-2 ball game, delivers strike 1 to Chaz Crook, the third baseman. Crook flew out on a 1-2 count. He put a nice defensive swing on a ball inside, but flew out the shallow right field in his first plate appearance. But now a big spot for the third baseman with the corner of the infield playing in. He waves at that one low and inside. He's quickly in an 0-2 hole to Saunders. Seth Nelson drove in too with his RBI double on the left field line. We'll see if Crook can put something in play and potentially put the third run on the board and make it a 1-run ball game. That would be massive with DJ Van Atten at third. Waves at that one in the dirt. Eaves goes down swinging on 3 pitches. Chases one inside, and there's 2 away. Nolan Ackerman now trying to salvage this one with the bases loaded.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 28, Nolan Ackerman.
2 pretty nice curveballs inside to Crook, gets him to fish, and now it brings up Nolan Ackerman with 2 away. He walked in his last plate appearance. We would take another walk right here. Bases loaded, 2 away. Strike 1 to Saunders. He has been locating well. He's got 4 pitches and 4 strikes, nonetheless, with 2 pitches low and inside, but they both resulted in Chaz Crook chasing. So an 0-1 count through 4 pitches of his night. He's got 1 away on a strikeout, and now is Ackerman in an 0-1 hole. That breaking ball in the dirt, a good job by Smith to keep it in front, keep Van Atten, put it to 1-1. If you can poke this to the outfield, a lot of speed over there at second with Seth Nelson, I'd have to assume with 2 away, head coach Jared Hunt's going to be very aggressive trying to knot this game up at 4. Gage Crott standing on deck if the Sasquatch can roll it over, see if Ackerman can do a job. 1-1 high in the air to left field. Going back is Cutlip to the track, to the wall. It's a grand slam! Nolan Ackerman! It's a 6-4 lead! My goodness! The Sasquatch catcher does the job, and they lead 6-4. Holy cow, not every day do you see a grand slam from a catcher nonetheless. Nolan Ackerman, oh my Lord. Cutlip in left field looked up. He just watched it. He had no idea where it was. 2 away. Gage Crott comes up with the bases cleared, now trying to keep the offense going. 6 runs have come across. I cannot remember the last time the Sasquatch put up this many runs in an inning, ever. Crott's in an 0-2 hole. He fouls that one off, and this game is completely changed. A Nolan Ackerman grand slam flips the script completely. My goodness. 1-2 to Crott, waving that one, and he fouls it off. I can't even believe what I just saw from Ackerman. I expected hopefully something in the outfield to potentially tie it, but no, he had other plans. 0-2 count to Crott, now trying to keep the offense going. He grounds it to third. On a dive, can't make the play. It's an infield single from Gage Crott. They roll it over to Bryson Hoyer, the man who led this thing off with a single. He comes up now for the second time in the inning.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 4, Bryson Hoyer.
Hoyer comes up to the plate. He's got 2 singles and a run scored. He started his entire thing with a leadoff single for his second base knock of the night and the second base knock for the Sasquatch as a whole. And now he comes across the third time the order's rolling through. 2 away, a runner on first. That one in the dirt. Smith keeps it in front of him. Crott doesn't even think about it. He goes back to first. Bryson Hoyer, second time up this inning. The first time seeing Saunders. We'll see if he can keep the offense going now. A 2-out grand slam, and then Crott singles with 2 outs with the bases cleared after that grand slam, and now a 1-1 to Hoyer. Let's see if he can locate one. This offense could just keep on rolling. They've hit around the 10th batter of the inning. Bryson Hoyer trying to do some more damage. Watches that one low and in for a ball. Count goes 2-1. 2 grand slams in the same season. That's pretty spectacular. One by Ryan Bachman earlier. And now one by Nolan Ackerman. 2-1 count. Hoyer fouls that one off. 2-2 count now to Bryson Hoyer, the center fielder, trying to keep the offense going here. He's 2 for 2. Would be a big spot to do it again. We'll see if Bryson Hoyer can keep the inning alive. 6 runs have already come across. Hoyer high in the air, down the line for fair. Crott's going around second to third, all the way to the corner. They're going to send Gage Crott. Bryson Hoyer's got an RBI double. It's 7-4. The gift that just keeps on giving. Bryson Hoyer, 3 for 3, 2 singles, a double. He now adds an RBI at 7-4. Oh my Lord, the inning just doesn't end. Trey Vorwald now comes to the plate. 7 runs have come across the board. Let's see if Trey Vorwald can do something here. He's grounded out to the left side of the infield. Both times he's been up. We'll see if he can get his first hit of the night. High in the air down the right field line. Giving chase is O'Neal. Will he make the catch? He runs out of room. It goes very closely to the fence into the Sasquatch bullpen. 0-1 count out of Vorwald. Bachman standing on deck. This is the 11th batter of the inning, and now a runner in scoring position with Hoyer as he had an RBI double on the line. See if the Sasquatch can keep it going once again. 0-1 turns 0-2. Vorwald watches that breaking ball inside. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's got to shorten up the swing, trying to keep the train rolling. 7 runs have come across already, with 8 standing on second base. 0-2 count to Vorwald, trying to do a job right here, the left fielder. Rips it in the left field. They're going to send Hoyer. Hoyer making a play for the plate. The throw from Cutlip is going to be in time. The tag, not in time. Vorwald an RBI single. 4-0 to 8-4, just like that.
Safe at home is presented by Farmers Union Insurance. Another run for the Sasquatch.
What is happening right now? Ryan Bachman to the plate now with a runner on second, 2 outs. 8 runs have come across the board.
Ryan Bachman.
My Lord, let's see if Bachman can keep this thing going. He's got run number 9 of the inning in the game on second base. He singled earlier in this inning. Takes strike 1 outside. He singled, came around to score the second run of the ball game on the Seth Nelson RBI double. The 12th batter of the inning for the Sasquatch, trying to keep the train rolling once again. Speedy Vorwald on second base now, and how aggressive he was sending Hoyer. If he has the chance, he's definitely going to send Vorwald home from second. 1-1 as that one misses low. Here we go. Ryan Bachman trying to get his second base hit of the game and of the inning. The 12th batter of the inning in a 1-1 count. Fouls it off. He goes 1-2. Now, got to do what Vorwald did. Put a nice defensive swing up. Choke up a little bit. Try to do a job. Vorwald definitely did a job with a single into left field that scored Hoyer. Let's see if Bachman can potentially do the exact same thing. DJ Van Atten on deck, and you know he would love to get a chance here in a big inning where the offense is contagious. With a bat like that, he definitely wants to come up. Bachman swings at that one in the dirt. Forwald advances. Bachman trying to go to first on a drop third strike, but he will not succeed. Well, it was 4-0 coming in the inning with a quiet offense. It's 8-4 now. The Sasquatch lead going to the fifth. We go to the fifth inning in a game that has changed completely. Oliver Wilson back out onto the mound now for his fifth inning of work. Here we go. He faces the bottom part of the order. It's Carter Walsh, the 9-hole, rolling it over to Jack Hale and Seth Ryberg. That's a 9-1-2 due up. It was a 4-0 game going to the bottom half of the fourth. It's now 8-4. That one a ground ball to Crook. Knocks it down, gets it off the dirt. The throw cross diamond on the money. It helps to have a cannon sometimes, and Chaz Crook definitely does. One away. Brings up the top of the order with Jack Hale in a game that I don't think I've ever seen a turnaround that quickly. An offense that had one hit going into the inning. One hit and 2 total base runners that went through the order once. It was 9 up and technically 9 down. As that one's chopped on the third baseline foul. Count goes 0-1. Wilson trying to work quickly, get that scorching hot offense back out onto the field as quick as possible. Jack Hale singled in his last plate appearance, came around to score, watches that one go low for a ball. Count goes 1-1. As I was saying, I've never seen a turnaround that quick. An offense, 1 hit, 2 total base runners before that inning, and they still were technically 9 up, 9 down. And then all of a sudden, they just wake up and get 7 hits, 8 runs. I can't fathom how much they woke up and what just happened. Oliver Wilson with a 1-2 now to Jack Hale, trying to make quick and get that offense back on the field. Here is the 1-2 from the left-hander, Oliver Wilson. Low and in, curl for a ball. Ackerman keeps it in front. Count goes even at 2s. A big spot. Oliver Wilson went 1-2-3 in the fourth. Gave up 4 total runs in the third, only 2 of them earned. So gave up 4 runs in the third. Comes back, goes 1-2-3, and then the offense does that. We'll see if Oliver Wilson can keep it going. That one shot foul back towards the backstop. Count remains at 2-2. There's an arm stretching in the Sasquatch bullpen, but right now, this is Oliver Wilson's game. We'll see what he does here in the 2-2 to the shortstop with Seth Ryberg standing on deck. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Oliver Wilson. Inside, chopped to third, past the glove of Crook, past the glove of Reyes, into left field. It's a ground ball single for Jack Hale, his second hit of the night, and a 1-out base runner. Put it right in that spot where no one can get to it. Crook couldn't reach it, and Reyes couldn't reach it. Now it brings up Seth Ryberg. He reached on an error in the last inning, came around to score. He comes up to the plate now. We'll see what he does here. 1 out. Man on first, 2 ground balls to the left side of the infield so far. 1 snuck through. Crook knocked 1 down and got the first out. But now we'll see if Ryberg can get the offense going. Checks his swing, strike 1 called. Once again, weak contact for Oliver Wilson. If you can get another ground ball, a third one here, you might be able to go through this 9-1-2 in order. See what Wilson does here to left-handed Ryberg. Cutlip on deck. Big wave and a miss at that. Breaking ball outside. Count goes 0-2. A nasty pitch from Oliver Wilson. He's up 0-2 quickly on Ryberg. Looking for his first K of the night. That's crazy to say here in the 5th inning, but so much weak contact. Oliver Wilson doing a great job putting his defense in positions to make plays. 0-2, 1 away. Here's the pitch from Oliver Wilson. Inside and low. Ackerman tried to hold it. It doesn't get a call. It's 1-2. 1-2 count now. Oliver Wilson trying to get a big second out after the 1-out single by Jack Hale. He's in a 1-2. He's got a couple pitches to mess around with. We'll see if he does to Ryberg. He tried it right there. Tried to get him to chase it low and away. He leaves off. Count evens up at 2s. It's got to be a pretty good feeling as a pitcher going into the dugout after an inning with a 4-0 deficit and coming back out with an 8-4 lead. Wilson now with a 2-2. Here's the breaking ball inside. It got a piece of him, they'll say. Runners on first and second, 1 out now as Ryberg takes a 2-2 ball that just gets him in the right arm. Jarrett Hunt's going to come out to Oliver Wilson. I don't think this is it because it doesn't look like an arm is ready to go in for the Sasquatch. But just trying to calm him down and buy some time for your arm warming up. It looks to be Joe McBride warming up in the bullpen. He's getting hot, but he doesn't look like he's ready to go yet. He has not thrown enough pitches, it seems. Hasn't been getting hot long enough, for that matter, to be ready to go yet.
Located in North Spearfish with a great view. Trophy Brewing Company offers indoor and outdoor seating. Be prepared to have the ultimate local experience while enjoying some great.
Quick mound visit from head coach Jarrett Hunt. Oliver Wilson in a tough spot. He's talking to his infield a little bit right here. He's got runners on first and second. With 1 out, and now he's facing Ryder Cutlip, the man who's reached twice despite being 1 for 2. You're still 1 ground ball away from getting out of this one. A force at any plate not named home. So if you can force a ground ball, potentially get an inning double play, it would put a lot of confidence into your team. We'll see what he can do here. Facing Ryder Cutlip with Hadley Smith on deck. The 3-4 spot both have singles. They're both 1 for 2. But Oliver Wilson now looking for possibly another weak contact ground ball. See if he can get out of this one unscathed. High in the air to left field. Vorwald going back on the run at the track. Leaned up against the wall, makes the grab. Runner advances from second to third, but Trey Vorwald makes a big catch at the track. There's 2 away. It was a loud one, but it was an F7 nonetheless, and now Hadley Smith to the dish.
Now batting for the Sockeyes, catcher Hadley Smith.
Runners on the corners. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of this little jam unscathed. Let's see if Oliver Wilson can do it right here. A big spot for the crafty left-hander now, working with an 8-4 lead, trying to keep it that way. But the 5th run of the game for the Sockeyes is 90 feet away, represented by Jack Hale at third. Ryberg standing at first. I would not be shocked if we see him maybe try to take off and get 2 in scoring position here. First pitch high in the air to center field. Hoyer charging in. He'll make the grab. What a play from Bryson Hoyer and Trey Vorwald. Wilson puts up a 0. We go to the bottom of the 5th with an 8-4 lead for the hometown Sasquatch.
Do you know the locals' choice for gaming excitement? It's the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. With new games arriving every month, our selection of slot machines is the freshest in town. You can always find a game with our card tables open 24 hours a day. And parking is free and easy at the Lodge, with the area's largest free parking only steps away from our front door. Enjoy spacious and comfortable gaming at the Lodge at Deadwood, the locals' choice.
Bottom half of the 5th inning, DJ Van Atten leading off for the Sasquatch. 12 batters in the 4th that had 8 runs come across. Now Van Atten comes up, he walked back in that 4th inning. Takes the first pitch he sees for a ball upstairs from the new bullpen arm after Kyler Saunders came in, trying to get out of that little jam, and, well, he did not get out of the jam as a lot more runs, 6 to be exact, came across the board. Now it's going to be Ethan Gardner onto the mound, the 6'4" freshman from Washtenaw Valley University. He comes up here in his 8th appearance of the year. He's got 8 2/3 innings so far in a 1-1 count to Van Atten, now a 1-2 as he fouls that one off. It was a loud top of the 5th with 2 runners on and 1 out. A high fly ball to left. Vorwald made the catch on the run at the track, and then the first pitch Hadley Smith saw, he flew out in a well-hit ball to center. Oliver Wilson got off it with a 0. Van Atten strikes out, looking to start out the 5th on that breaking ball from Gardner, 1 away. Brings up Seth Nelson. He's got 2 RBIs and a double on his night.
Designated hitter, Seth Nelson.
Nelson got a big 2 RBI double on the left field line to put anything on the board for this Sasquatch team. It's what seemingly just started that 8-run inning. You got the first 2 of the inning, and then the offense behind him, they acted as a result. And now Nelson watches that strike inside that nearly got a piece of him, forced him out of the box.
We'll see you guys. Hopefully you win. Bye.
Well, nonetheless, at the 1-1 count to Nelson, he chops that one foul off the edge of the bat. He's down 1-2, and a count that should probably be 2-1 as he almost took one to the leg. But it was called for a strike. Nelson now working with a 1-2, trying to get something started with 1 out after Van Atten went down looking. Here's the pitch to Nelson. Checks his swing, and that one goes off the bat on the check swing. Foul off a metal pole on the backstop. One, 2, 1 away to Seth Nelson. On deck, it's Luis Reyes. Nelson doubled, came around to score. Reyes walked, came around to score on that grand slam. Now Nelson trying to get something started with 1 away. Here's the 1-2. That one in the dirt. Count goes even at 2s. He got the offense started last inning, at least on the scoreboard-wise, with a 2 RBI double in the left field line. Let's see if he can try to kickstart another one right here. 2-2 count with 1 away. Here's the pitch. Nelson line drive in left center gap. This one's going to be extra bases again. Nelson around first. He's going to second. He's going to hit the brakes there. He's got another double. My goodness. It's a 1-out double for Seth Nelson. Rolls it over to Luis Reyes. Luis Reyes comes to the plate now. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. And he has a chance to add an RBI on his night. Runner on second with 1 away. He takes strike 1 outside from Gardner. Here we go. He's got to try to do something here. On deck, Chaz Crook stands there. We'll see if Reyes can get something going after that 1 out. Double by Nelson into the gap. See if the offense can get going again and put up another crooked number after a goose egg was put up in the top half of the 5th. That one inside for a ball. 1-1 count now to Luis Reyes trying to do some damage. He walked and came around to score on that grand slam by Nolan Ackerman with 2 outs. And to think that 6 runs came across the board for the Sasquatch last inning, all with 2 outs.
Remember to take your foul ball to the concession
absolutely absurd.
Brought to you by State Farm Agent Judy
Reyes fouled off the 1-1. Count goes 1-2. Trying to get the offense rolling again. Nelson got a double. We'll see if it trickles down contagiously. Reyes up to the plate now. Reyes hits that one high in there to left field. On the run is Culip. The dive. Did he hold on? He did. Reyes robbed of a single in the left field. There's 2 away. What a play by Cutlip in left, diving to make that play. keeping Nelson at second and getting the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, third baseman, Chaz Crook.
Brings up Chaz Crook now at 2 away. He struck out with the bases loaded in his last plate appearance to Kyler Saunders. We'll see what he can do here. Actually, we're going to get a pinch hitter, it seems like, for Chaz Crook. We will. It's Joey Legg. Joey Legg going to come out here in the left-hand batter's box to face Ethan Gardner, and I like this. Get a lefty, and the only lefty he's faced so far was Seth Nelson, and he left a moonshot of a double into the gap. Joey Legg now the chance here. He relieves Chaz Crook in the bottom half of the fifth. 2 outs and a man on second. We'll see what he can do off the bench, the lefty from Hope International University. First pitch, chops at the second base. Goes to the glove, right to Anderson. He bobbled it. No, he didn't. He made the play. He bobbled it but made the play. It looked like he didn't have the throw. Little scary right there from Lance Anderson, but he gets the out. Looked like Joey Legg was going to reach on an E4, but nonetheless, Nelson stranded at second. We go to the 6th with an 8-4 Sasquatch lead.
Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Oliver Wilson back out on the mound here for his 6th inning of work tonight. He's got 73 pitches in this one. We'll see what he can do. Taking over third base is going to be Bailey Bordas after Joey Legg pinched hit for Chaz Crook. Now Oliver Wilson takes care of Grant Carey, the first batter. He delivers strike 1. Carey 1 for 2 on the night with a single. Trying to get something going here. It's 5-6-7. Carey, he, and O'Neill. Oliver Wilson in 0-1 to the first batter of the inning, and it goes 0-2 as that one's chopped on the line and foul. And now he's got another one. Oh, 2 count now to Grant Carey trying to get a quick first out. Here we go. Here's the pitch from Oliver Wilson. In the dirt, tried to get him to chase a front door or back door slider. Did not work. Count goes 1-2. 1-2 count out trying to get a K. His first of the night it would be here in the 6th, which is absurd. But here we go. Outside, did not get the call. Ackerman tried to pull it back in. Doesn't get a benefit. It evens up at 2s. Oliver Wilson trying to get through the bottom part of the heart of the order, 5-6-7. He's done pretty good. The only person in that 5-6-7 to get a hit was Grant Carey. High in the air in the infield. Reyes backs up at short, goes into the grass, settles under, and makes the grab. 1 away. One away brings up Ethan. He's 0 for 2.
Now batting for the Sockeyes, third baseman Ethan He.
He grounded into a double play back in the 2nd. He put a ball high in the air to center field on a weak contact. He's been a part of 2 1-2-3 innings. We'll see what he does right here. Could he be a part of a third? Ground ball to Bordas. His first action, he cleanly handles it. He makes the throw. First pitch goes after it. Bailey Bordas on the hot corner makes the play. 2 away quickly. Could this potentially be the third 1-2-3 inning that Ethan he is a part of offensively? That would be absurd.
Now batting for the Sockeyes, the first baseman, O'Neal.
Cason O'Neal's put the ball in the air twice. One weakly to center and one weakly to right. We'll see what he does here. First pitch from Wilson upstairs for a ball. Count goes 1-0 to the first baseman, Cason O'Neal. Trying to do something to lefty Cason O'Neal, trying to avoid rolling it over to Lance Anderson. Oliver Wilson working with a lot of confidence, but he's in a 2-0 right now. Lance Anderson on deck, Carter Walsh in the hole at the 8-9 spot. They both have singles. Want to try to avoid a 2-out rally that goes on here. Oliver Wilson got to locate well in the 2-0. He does, gets a swing and a foul off. Count goes 2-1. Oliver Wilson in a 2-1. He fought back on the 2-0 with a nice competitive pitch. We'll see what he brings here on the 2-2 to lefty Cason O'Neal. Trying to go 1-2-3 here in the 6th. Here's the pitch from Wilson. Upstairs, gets the call. Count evens up at 2s. 2-2, count with 2 away. The 2s are wild. Oliver Wilson trying to go 1-2-3 for the 3rd time tonight. Can he do it? Here's a 2-2 pitch to the first baseman for the Sockeyes. Breaking ball hard down the right field line. This one will drop for a 2-out single. Avoids a 1-2-3. It's a 2-out single down the line. And now a base runner and maybe life for this offense trying to roll over the 8-9. Anderson up to the plate now.
Now batting for the Sockeyes, second baseman, Lance Anderson.
Lance Anderson to the plate now. He's 1 for 2, has put the ball on the ground 2 times. He one that got through into the outfield for a single where he also scored, and then one that was a ground out to first base back in the 4th inning. He was the out of that 1-2-3 inning back in the 4th. We'll see what he can do here after a 2-out single by O'Neal. Avoids another 1-2-3 for this Sockeyes team. Since their big 3rd, they have not been able to crack Oliver Wilson. They check the runner. He's in safely. Oliver Wilson, after that single, I mean, he's done really good, though, with 2 outs when he lets up a base runner. If one drops, he just comes right back and gets more weak contact. We'll see what he does here after a well-hit single. There's weak contact on the third base line. Bordas flashes the leather, cross diamond, throw in the dirt. Van Atten can't scoop it. Didn't end the inning right there. It's going to be an error that allows the runner to reach. First and second with 2 outs. Oliver Wilson just got to do it again, but now he's got Carter Walsh. Anderson on first and O'Neal on second, both with 2 outs. Head coach Jared Hunt's going to come talk to him. Is this it for Oliver Wilson? The guys aren't lining up yet, but it looks like it's going to be a move to the bullpen with 2 outs, and it will be. Oliver Wilson's night is done through 5 2/3. He has been spectacular. Only 2 earned runs on his night. We will see what the bullpen can do here in Spearfish. Ring, ring, the bullpen gets a call. It's going to be Nicholas Esparza coming out of the bullpen to relieve Oliver Wilson. 2 runners on, 2 away, trying to get a big last out in this one. He's facing Carter Walsh. A save opportunity for Esparza here in the 6th. We'll see what he can do. First pitch, breaking ball outside, gets the zone up. Beauty from Nicholas Esparza right there. This is a big spot for the righty from Hope International University. Last time out in Casper, he was pretty darn good. 3 1/3 of nearly perfect baseball, 1 base runner being a walk in the 9th inning. 0-1 count now. Here's the pitch to Walsh. Same spot outside, but this one's a fastball, and it's called for a strike, and it's 0-2. Nicholas Esparza, an 0-2 count, trying to get the last out of this one and avoid some damage to their lead. They hold an 8-4 right now, but an 0-2 count from Nicholas Esparza to Carter Walsh. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball upstairs to the chin, gets away from Esparza. Count goes 1-2. On deck, the top of the order set to roll over. Nicholas Esparza trying to retire the 5th batter of the inning. Walsh has a single run scored and a ground out to 3rd back in his last at-bat in the 5th. We'll see what he can do here. He's got 2 runners on, down 4 with the tying run on deck. Outside, tried to get him to go fishing. He leaves off the breaking ball blown away. Count evens up at 2s. 2-2 count, 2 away with 2 runners on and a 4-run lead for Nicholas Esparza. A big spot for number 1-8. We'll see if he can deliver the 2-2 pitch to Carter Walsh. Here it is from Nicholas Esparza. Outside, and he froze him. Nicholas Esparza gets him out of the inning. 8-4 going to the bottom half of the 6th, looking to add some insurance.
When you venture to spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
Nolan Ackerman leading off here in the bottom of the 6th, looking for some insurance. Nolan Ackerman has had himself a day. Nolan Ackerman, here we go. He leads off in this one. In his last plate appearance, well, I think everyone remembers what happened, but in case you don't, 2 outs, bases loaded, down 4-2. Nolan Ackerman, deep left field, grand slam, lead, momentum changed. Here we go. He's got a chance to start something. He takes that one outside for strike 1. Count goes 1-1. It's 8-9-1. Ackerman, Crott, and Hoyer Top of the order set to roll over for the 4th time tonight with Bryson Hoyer. Let's see if Nolan Ackerman can get on base and get this one started again. He takes ball 2 down low and away in the dirt from Gardner. Two-one count to Nolan Ackerman upstairs. He goes 3-1. Seems a little bit scared to pitch to him perhaps right there because they will not give him a pitch inside at all, as the last one he had anywhere near hittable. It did not land yet, and it caused 4 runs in the lead. Ackerman grounds one down the third base line. Running in is he. The throw to first is going to be in time. They retire Ackerman 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Brings up Gage Crott. He's 1 for 2 with a single. He singled after the grand slam.
Right fielder, Gage Crott.
Gage Crott with 1 away. Last time he was up, there was 2 away. Bases cleared after the grand slam. He got a single and then started a little bit of a rally in that one as Hoyer doubled, scored Crott. And then Hoyer started to score himself and added 2 more runs as Crott chops that one down the line. This one's going to be fair down the right field line. Gage Crott's going to go around first, going for 2. The throw from right with Ryberg is cut off. Gage Crott with a double. Gage Crott with a 1-out double. And now Bryson Hoyer, his 4th debut of the night. The order's rolling around for the 4th time. A chance to get some runs across the board for insurance for Nicholas Esparza.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, from Loyola Marymount, Bryson Hoyer.
Hoyer's 3 for 3 with 2 singles, a double, and RBI. He has a chance to add another one if he can get his 4th base knock of the night on Gardner. Here we go, 1 away with a runner on second. Takes the first pitch up high for ball 1. Hoyer, in the first 3 innings, he was the only base knocker of the game. He comes up in the 4th with a stagnant offense. He gets on. He starts a rally. Contagious offense trickles down to Bachman, Van Atten, Nelson, Reyes, and then eventually the Nolan Ackerman grand slam. And he chops one on the third base line. Glove by he. Cross diamond throws on the money. Hoyer grounds out 2 away. Runner still on second. Brings up Trey Vorwald. He's 1 for 3 with a single.
Now batting for the Sasquatch.
He ended up scoring Bryson Hoyer for the 8th run of the ball game.
From Central Methodist, Trey Vorwald.
Here we go. He takes first pitch, breaking ball for a strike. It's an 0-1 count. Trey Vorwald was 0 for 2 to start with 2 groundouts to the left side of the infield. He singled to score Bryson Hoyer in his last at-bat. He has a chance to single again and score another run. We'll see what he can do right here. Grounds that went over to short. Hale gloves it on the backhand. Cross diamond throw in the dirt. Gets by the first baseman O'Neill. A run will score. And he's 6. O'Neill couldn't scoop it. Vorwald's on first. It's 9-4. Believe it or not, that's the first error all night from the Sockeyes team. The Sasquatch have 3, but yet are winning. Brings up Ryan Bachman.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, from Radford City, Ryan Bachman.
1 for 3 with a single and a run scored back in that giant 4th inning. He was the second batter to get on after Hoyer singled. He got a single, and now he comes up here trying to get another run across the board. Could be the 10th of the ball game if he can keep it going and roll it over to Van Atten. He struck out to end the 5th inning, but he's got a runner on first. Already a runner come across the board. Trying to add more insurance. Vorwald takes off, swing and a miss from Bachman. Throw is on the money. The tag is not. Vorwald steals second. He's in scoring position with 2 strikes.
And Sasquatch still the base is brought to you by False Bottom Bar. Head on down to the False Bottom after the game and enjoy nightly drink special.
Vorwald stands on second. Bachman an 0-2 count. He has a chance to break the decade mark and put the 10th run across the board for the Sasquatch. He's got 2 strikes. He's got to shorten the swing up and see what he can do here. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch to Bachman. Grounds that one over to second. He corrals it. The throw in time. He's retired. Vorwald stranded, but a run comes across. 9-4 to the last inning. 3 outs remaining for the Sockeyes offense. Nicholas Esparza trying to close things out here in game 1.
Jet Rogers at Peak Family Chiropractic and Sports Performance. We all take different paths in life. That's why we utilize multiple different treatments here at Peak. Our main treatment is our high-level chiropractic adjustment, but we also emphasize the use of cupping, scraping, vibration massage, trigger point therapy, and active care to promote movement, strength, mobility, and most of all, pain relief. Why travel to multiple locations when you can have total wellness under one roof? Stop in today and let's get you to your peak.
We go to the 7th, 3 outs remaining for the Sockeyes offense, and they got one heck of a comeback to try to make. Nicholas Esparza back on the mound. He's got the top of the order set with Hale, Ryberg, and Cutlip. Here we go, trying to close out this game. First pitch, breaking ball, doesn't find the zone, low and away. It's a 1-0. It's a 5-run lead, a 9-4 game right now. And Nicholas Esparza trying to get through this quickly and roll us over to game 2 of the day. He's got a 1-0 now to Hale. That one outside finds the zone. Count goes 1-1. Jack Hale, his 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He's trying to get one across the board and get one started here. Ground ball over the board. It's past the glove into left field. It's a leadoff base runner and maybe a little light for a Sockeyes team that definitely needs it if they want to try to come back in this one. Brings up Seth Ryberg. He is 0 for 2, but has reached base twice and scored a run. Once on an error back in that 3rd inning where they put up 4, and he was hit by a pitch in the 5th by Oliver Wilson. It was that situation with 2 runners on and 1 away that Oliver Wilson got out of with 2 fly balls. Nicholas Esparza looking for Ryberg to put on the ground for the 3rd time tonight. He's done so twice. We'll see what he does here. Takes strike 1 outside. It's an 0-1 count. Ryder Cullip standing on deck and Hadley Smith in the hole. Now it rolls over to 2-3-4 for this Sockeyes team. They trail by 5. It's definitely a lot, but we've seen this team put up 6 twice, so definitely not safe yet. Strike 2 as Esparza finds inside. It's an 0-2 count. Nicholas Esparza with an 0-2 count to Seth Ryberg. A runner's on first after a leadoff single, but Esparza trying to close it out right here. 0-2 count to the left-handed batter, Seth Ryberg, the right fielder, trying to get his first base knock of the game and get a rally potentially started for the Sockeyes. Hard in the air to center field. Hoyer drifts over to his left. He makes the grab. 1 away here, the runner on first. A well-hit ball by Ryberg, but Bryson Hoyer drifts over to the gap and makes the catch. Ryder Cullip to the plate now. He's 1 for 3, has reached twice, once on an error back in the 1st inning. He singled in the 3rd and flew out in the 5th in that scary situation for Oliver Wilson that he got out of.
Now batting for the Sockeyes, Ryder Cutlip.
Ryder Cullip now looking to get something started. It was a leadoff single. Ryder couldn't get the rally started. We'll see if Cullip can get it going. There's 2 outs remaining on their offensive night. Inside for ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. Nicholas Esparza trying to do a job here. He's got Hadley Smith on deck. It's a 3-4 now. That has a combined 2 for 6. So they both got base knocks. Nicholas Esparza trying to keep them at just those 2 base knocks. That one inside for ball 2. Count goes 2-0. Esparza struck out a batter to end the 6th inning. He's eligible for a save as the tying run was on deck when he entered the game. We'll see what he can do here in a 2-0 count to Ryder Cullip. That one swung on and fouled beyond the backstop here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Count goes 2-1. Nicholas Esparza trying to claw back from a 2-0. He does well there, locating one. We'll see what he can do here in the 2-1. Have to maybe expect the fastball outside as he's tried the inside twice on this left-handed bat of Ryder Cullip, and it has not gone well. So we'll see if Nicholas Esparza can do something big right here. 2-1 count. Esparza trying to get the second out of the inning. That one up and in. It missed. It's 3-1. Has not been able to locate inside yet. I'd have to expect that you move away from that. But we'll see what Nicholas Esparza tries to do here with a 3-1. Standing on deck, Hadley Smith, and in the hole, Grant Carey set the roll over. Nicholas Esparza trying to close this one out. A 3-1. Here's the pitch to Ryder Cullip. Swung on high in the air to left field. Vorwald takes 2 steps back. He makes the catch. A leadoff single, 2 straight flyouts, and there's 1 out remaining on the night for the Sockeyes. It all comes down to Hadley Smith. Can he extend in a roll to Grant Carey, who stands on deck, or can Nicholas Esparza get through this one? 2 away with the runner on first. Up 5, Nicholas Esparza trying to get a Game 1 victory and make Game 2 of the doubleheader for the series. Hadley Smith steps in. He is 1 for 3. 2 well-hit balls, one to left, 1 to right that were both retired, and then he singled back in that big 3rd inning. Seeing what he can do here, it's an 0-1 count. Runner on first. Nicholas Esparza settled in well. Despite that leadoff single, hasn't really let it affect him that much. That one misses upstairs. Count goes 1-1. A nice spot from Esparza. Couldn't get the call at the letters. Count goes 1-1.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Big spot for Nicholas Esparza trying to close out this Game 1 victory. It would be big for the Sasquatch. Here we go. It's a 1-1 count to Hadley Smith. Strike outside. It's a 1-2, 1 strike away from a Game 1 victory. Nicholas Esparza trying to close this one out. Here we go. Crowd trying to get behind Esparza. Here we go. 1-2, 2 away. Nicholas Esparza trying to close it out. Wave and a miss. His 2nd K of the night. Game 1 goes to the good guys. The Sasquatch win and go to Game 2 of the day, deciding the series. We'll be right back here on Spearfish Sasquatch Live for that said crucial Game 2 of the day to decide the series between the Sockeyes and the Sasquatch.